Well done. Well done. Sponsored by Huel. It's not, but I wish it was, so I drink a load of these. Anyway, right, let's get straight down to it. Hello and welcome to another Man Reads PDF video. Are you ready for this one? Because this looks absolutely insane. Insane. I cannot wait to go through this because I'm gushing. And so without further titillation, let us get the pictures out because that's what you want to see. Here we go. Let's do it. Let's go through them together. Bosh. I mean, wow. Wow. So this is obviously, I haven't even said the bike yet. So this is obviously the BMW M1000RR, and this is the 2023 version. And it looks, I mean, if there was ever a manufacturer that wanted to make a statement about their intentions, this is it, because it looks like a GP bike. Let's not kid around. I mean, there's lots of stuff to go into, and we can argue about whether it's useful or not for most people. That's by the by. But I just want to say, well done, because this looks like a spectacular bit of kit. Wow. I mean, look at it. It looks like a factory Aprilia on the GP grid. It looks amazing. That's what it reminds me of, the sort of moustachy one. Right, so if you're in a rush, I'll go through some key features right now, and then you can go and buy one, okay? Right, okay. Launch date, April 2023, which is a bit annoying because it's quite a long way away. Anyway, the new M1000RR will benefit from 100% carbon trim panels, new M winglets resulting in significant increases in downforce, more wind protection for the rider, that's good for us big fellas, increased top speed, that's always good, no one can complain about that. This looks so cool. The M front wheel cover including brake ducts for brake ventilation, and the M aero wheel cover, which is on the M package only. But wow, I mean, those two things almost make it worth it, don't they? Because it just from a factory, it looks so good. This isn't some Alibaba, eBay rip-off crappy thing to stick on your bike and go, oh, I go so fast because my brake ducts are, they're so important. Anyway, these look like they actually work. The M Endurance seat, so that seems to be changed from it wasn't just the M seat, so I don't know what the difference with the Endurance seat is. Higher revving engine with 212 horsepower, significantly lower engine temperature, 8 to 10 degrees, in fact, due to the trim panels. That's quite impressive. It's available in two colours from the launch, the light white M Motorsport and the black Storm Metallic M Motorsport, only with the M Competition package. And there is another weird number code here, 7MM, but that might be internal. So it's like the old one was. I think that was still called a competition package. You would have the standard bike, and then you'd have all the carbon panels and the milled parts, etc. I don't have a price for what the competition package costs on top of it. However, the bike is going to retail in the UK at £30,940, which is €36,350, which actually, I think we might be getting a good deal because the pound's crashed, but then so is the euro. Anyway, that is without the M competition package. But the last one was about £5,000, and I guess it'll be roughly the same. Maybe less, I don't know, because there's less, like you still get all the carbon panels with the standard one as well. It's just got a white tank, basically. So that's the super quick scoop. You can now go to bed because it's probably midnight there, and have a dream, sweet, sweet dreams about what an amazing thing this could be. If you want to hang around, let's get into the PDF. So this is the overall concept. This is direct from BMW. The short version, which is always nice. This is a statement from Kristen Gonshaw, who's a really nice guy, actually. I've met him on a few launches. He is the project manager for the M1000RR. He was also on the HP4 race and the updated, was it on the S1000? Anyway, doesn't matter. We have achieved an engineering masterpiece in the aerodynamic development of the M1000RR due to our unwavering ambition, total passion and technical finesse. you'll have to be excused. There's obviously a bit of self-flagellation in this. Thanks to countless hours in the wind tunnel, as well as in road tests, we were able to considerably increase the top speed with unchanged engine output and at the same time significantly increase the downforce, also when banking in corners. Our development work will be rewarded with racing success. That's quite interesting. Let me just check my... That's a confident statement, and I think this whole project actually looks like a confident statement from BMW. I mean, we'll get onto it later, but again, the M1000RR is a racing motorcycle. So everything you see on this bike will be because they want to win a British Superbike, a World Superbike. They want to start winning, and they want to start winning big. And I mean, you just look at the current racing at the moment and how important the top speeds and the aero and all these fine differences are making, then the competition's so tight that we need all these bits, basically. With further development of the BMW M1000RR, or MRR for short, that's good, that's going to save us a load of time in this video, BMW Motorrad is setting a new milestone in the field of superbikes homologated for racing. It's basically got the same engine as the previous M, which is a much peakier and more top-end revvy unit than the standard RR. The chassis of the new MRR also relies on the aluminium bridge frame as its centerpiece, upside-down fork and central suspension strap floater, blah, blah, blah. Massively increased top speed, massively, they say, significantly increased downforce thanks to new fairing, winglets, new front wheel cover with integrated M brake ducts and new M aero wheel covers. This just looks so good. I mean, maybe I'm a bit, maybe I get sort of glittery-eyed about these things, but this just looks so good to me that it's almost worth buying the bike just for these little trinkets. And I love the way that the front aero is actually covering the base of the forks as well. It's like Moto 2 bikes. It looks so professional. Yeah, I love it. It looks amazing. Well done. Well done. The top speed of the new MRR has increased from 306 to 314 kilometers per hour compared to the previous model. That is actually a pretty significant increase considering they haven't changed the engine at all. So that is all aero. Amazing. In addition, the MRR riders benefits from noticeable physical relief. Wow, so it's actually going to relieve the rider whilst riding. I'm assuming that's because you get a right good battering on the straights, which you do especially if you're a big lad like myself. So basically, they're saying that they've spent a lot of time in the wind tunnel, and it looks like it. I mean, arguably, again, looking at these pictures, it looks cool as a development bike. I wouldn't say it's pretty. It does have an air of alien about it, and quite a sort of bulbous brain head. But it's there for a reason, right? And they want to go racing and they want to race it. So this is what the fairing should look like in order to protect the rider and go as fast as possible. So you can't really argue with it. Here for the first time in the history of BMW Motorrad, brake cooling air ducts made of visible carbon fibre are used, also referred to as brake ducts in short. It's got brake ducts. The M aero wheel covers are only so they're reserved for the M1 MRR M competition. So you can't get those on the standard bike. I'm sure you could probably buy them if you really wanted to, but they're saying that you can't. In the new MRR, the M carbon wheels stand out thanks to their new clear lacquer coat. New tapes in M design, that's a sticker on wheel rims, underline the high grade. As an alternative to the M carbon wheels, the MRR can be ordered with forged wheels if you like. Redesigned rear end, ergonomic M endurance seat, short number plate holder, and all the stuff. So I believe that looks the same as on the standard new RR. And I have actually found out since the last video that I've seen a picture of the little Gopro holder. I'll try and find it, but I don't know if I'll have time. It sits on the little rubber bung bit where your bump stop would normally be, and you can put a GoPro there if you wish. I don't particularly like putting cameras there because you just see a bum. And not a nice one. The ergonomically designed M Endurance seat are also new features thanks to modified wiring harness with LWS connector. Don't know what that is. It might be a quick clip job. So you can just, I think they're saying you can quickly remove all the lights and stuff for that you might ride on the road. Because let's not forget, this is a road bike. Well, you can ride it on the road, and you can just whip that body contraption off. Output 156 kilowatts, which is 212 at 14,500 RPM. That's the peak. And maximum torque at 113 Newton meters at 11,000 RPM. That's pretty decent numbers. 2 ring forged pistons, fully CNC machined intake ports and BMW shift cam, titanium valves, optimized camshafts, and narrow and light cam followers. I'm not very technical, so I'm not going to go into that stuff. I don't really understand what it is. Very light, compact, basic engine with longer and 85 gram lighter, I have heard this word, Pankel titanium conrods. So Pankel, I've heard over the years, is a high-grade manufacturer of engine components. So again, this engine is being made to go racing and to be tuned. Lightweight exhaust system with titanium manifold, front silencer and rear silencer. Again, I don't believe that's a full race system. That, for the purposes of homologation, it needs to be a road system. So if you want to go really fast, you probably want to take that off. But then maybe you want to leave it on. I don't know. Up to you. Riding modes, rain, road, dynamic race. Again, race pro mode. So this looks pretty like standard stuff. I haven't seen anywhere mentioned about the steering head angle thing for the drifty thingy, which was on the standard new RR. Launch control, hill start control. I mean, yeah, I'd arguably, just in case Scott Redding just really wants to can't quite get it off the out of the pit lane. He wants to put the hill start control on. Let me just see if this is BMW with some more information. It's not. It's lightweight battery, rear USB charging socket, cruise control, and heated grips. Well, there you go. I mean, just again, Scott Redding needs those. I believe this is talking about what is included in the composition package. So you get GPS lap trigger and activation code, milled parts, carbon package, anodized swing arm, which is 220 grams lighter than the basic variant, DLC coated M endurance chain and pillion package, including hump cover. The new MR is available in 2 versions, basic, which is the white one, and the competition, which is the Blackstone metallic one. It's just the tank, and which is the painted difference. So if you don't want the milled parts either, you could probably save yourself some money and get the white one, but the white one doesn't come with the fancy disc things, which is kind of worth the money for me. The maximum, this is quite interesting, the maximum engine speed of the M1000RR is 15,100 RPM, which is pretty high, gotta say, which is great. Again, this is why it's got Pankel rods in it, so it can rev that high, so then superbike teams can play with it even further and try not to blow it up. In the course of this aerodynamic development, the M winglets were also completely revised. In addition to achieving the highest possible maximum speed, which is essential for winning races, another goal is to achieve the best possible contact between the wheels and the road surface, especially when accelerating and cornering. It's quite interesting, isn't it? Because they've just added the old wings to the S1000RR, and now they're saying that they're not as good as these ones. So maybe in another 3 years, we'll probably see these ones on the next S1000RR. Anyway, the downforce numbers are 150 kilometers per hour is 5.7 kilograms of downforce, and at 300 kilometers per hour, it is 22.6 kilograms of downforce. It's probably not going to make that much difference to you and I, but if they want to go and win races, this is what they've got to do. A lot of it is about the aero and the wheel tape. They're very proud of the M design wheel tape. The M Endurance seat. The special design of the seat contour provides the rider with a significantly larger contact area when hanging off. The benefits are even better feedback and fatigue-free riding. That's quite nice. I rode a friend of mine's RR, which had a CRC fairing kit on, and the seat unit sort of wrapped around the side a bit, and it was actually really nice, exactly what they said when you're hanging off the bike and cornering, so that's going to be good. Well done. The rear sets look so much nicer than the older M rear sets that had all the blue, gaudy anodized stuff. These look actually like professional rear sets. They look amazing. The new MRR is homologated in accordance with the FIM regulations for FIM Superstock as well as the FIM Superbike World Championship, and will be manufactured in the minimum number of 500 units required for the World Championship and beyond. And that's pretty much it. That's the whole document done of the important parts. Now, you'll probably notice I didn't mention anything about suspension because they've completely disregarded it in this document, which would indicate to me that the suspension is identical to the old one, which is... It's a little bit frustrating, isn't it? I understand if that price point that it has to be below to make it a homologated bike, if putting suspension on it would take it over that, then they obviously wouldn't do it because you're allowed to change the suspension when you go racing. So I kind of understand why they've done that, but if you let's bent one of your forks and you went back, the Marzocchi ones that are on this, and you went back to BMW and said, hello, I bent a fork, can I have one please? It would still be like, yeah, it's 1,500 quid for one fork. So, which is the same price as like an Öhlins unit or a WP or whatever else you might want to put in it. So it kind of, I just think it would be so nice, and it wouldn't add that much more to the price of the bike just to put some premium suspension on it. Just for us road guys or us people that want to not have to spend another $4,000 on forks and shocks to put in the bike that we've just spent $35,000 on. So I'm going to presume that the suspension is unchanged. So overall, I would say that this update on this M1000RR M competition package is mainly about the aero updates and the weight. In fact, it's probably not even about the weight. I mean, it is to a degree because it's carbon, but it's an aero thing. And it looks really cool. So... And that's all the information I have on this at this present moment in time. This is actually the day before this goes up. So more information may come to light in the next few hours. But thank you for joining me on this late one here on 44 Teeth, where a man reads a PDF.